Hello, how are you? Today I'm going to give you a list of 5 foods you should not consume if you have an enlarged prostate. So, if you are a man with an enlarged prostate or fear developing it, if there are cases in your family, or if you are a woman wanting to help your husband, father, or grandfather, watch this video to the end because you won't want to miss it. If you're new, welcome. Subscribe and turn on notifications. There are new videos every day, don't miss them. If you know someone who could benefit from this information, share this video. Let's work together, you and I, to expand this chain of good, because that's what I want here with the channel, to help as many people as possible. I decided to make this video for you because when we talk about prostate health, we know there are many interesting foods to include in your diet. I even have a video here on the channel talking more about that, but little is said about the foods you shouldn't eat. And if you eat the good ones, but also eat the bad ones, it cancels out. So, I'm going to tell you the 5 worst foods for your prostate that you should avoid if you have any issues with it. The first food on our list is red meat. Studies have already suggested that people who eat red meat daily may have up to 3 times the risk of having an enlarged prostate. So, cutting down on the amount of red meat you eat and how often you eat it can really help your prostate. In the case of red meat, you can substitute it with fish, chicken, or turkey, which are good options, or even vegan proteins. I even have a list here on the channel of vegan proteins you can use to reduce your red meat consumption. And I also have many recipes without red meat, which I'll leave for you down below in the description. If you don't know, the video description is right below where I'm speaking. Just tap on the title or anywhere below the video and a section will open with all the helpful links you need. Another food on our list is dairy products. Studies show that for some people, dairy can increase inflammation in the body and worsen benign prostatic hyperplasia, which is when the prostate grows too much and impairs the proper functioning of the excretory and urinary systems, making it harder for the person to urinate. So, reducing dairy consumption can be beneficial for many people. Always remember that there are alternatives nowadays, such as many plant-based milks you can use as substitutes, many of which are already fortified with calcium. Chia seeds are also an excellent source of calcium that you can add to your diet. So, I will include other links here to foods that are rich in calcium but not dairy to help you as well. A beverage that greatly stimulates diuresis is alcohol in general. Beer, wine, vodka, whiskey, liqueur, any of these, because they send a signal to our brain to release a hormone that makes you urinate more. So actually, once again, if you already have a problem related to the symptoms of benign prostatic hyperplasia or an enlarged prostate, consuming alcoholic beverages can make you feel the urge to urinate much more often and have a worse quality of life. And another item on our list is salt. Actually, sodium. Sodium is closely linked to symptoms related to benign prostatic hyperplasia or an enlarged prostate. And it is already known that the more sodium people consume, the more symptoms related to benign hyperplasia they will also experience. So ideally, you should reduce or completely cut out added salt from your diet if possible. I know this might seem a bit radical, so maybe you can add salt at the time of eating in smaller amounts so you can better control the dosage, because sometimes measuring it out for an entire pot of rice, beans, or steak is more difficult. So, if you can prepare food without salt and let each person add salt according to their own needs and preferences, it becomes easier for you to control. And especially if you can't do that, at least cut out processed foods, because they are usually very high in salt and preservatives, which will also worsen your prostate problems. Another food, well, technically a beverage that should ideally be consumed in moderation or even eliminated altogether if possible, is coffee. That's because caffeine stimulates urination and can increase the feeling of urgency, making you feel the need to go to the bathroom more frequently. And as I mentioned, an enlarged prostate compresses the urethra a bit and affects the emptying of the bladder. So you end up with that constant feeling of needing to urinate, you go to the bathroom and only a few drops come out. And the more caffeine you consume, the stronger the urge to go to the bathroom to urinate becomes. So if you already suffer from some symptoms related to benign prostatic hyperplasia, cutting down on caffeine can really help with your symptoms. I also want to tell you that I have a men's health playlist here on the channel where I've gathered several links to videos I've already recorded talking more about health problems that affect the vast majority of men. I'll leave it down below in the description to help you even more. Now tell me, did you know that these foods were harmful to the prostate? Do you have prostate problems, or does someone in your family have them? Let me know down below. I'd love to read your comment. Share this video with anyone who could benefit from this information. Let's work together to expand this chain of good, because that's what I want here. Also, don't forget to like the video. It really helps me out. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell. I have new videos every day about the benefits of foods, health tips, fitness, nutrition, and I make lots of healthy, affordable, and practical recipes for you. See you next time. Bye.